to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Inside. It's Hill. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Ducks are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screen play. How does that happen?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Davison. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
And this offense proves on this opening drive, they are going to take shots. They find the big wide receiver out right. Dude, the go route is one of the hardest routes to defend. They throw it up. Their guy makes the play and gets the touchdown. This offense strikes first.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Here we go, ready.
To the air, it's Mayava. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices.
Might have a chance. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojan. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Oh, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. When that guy takes off, he races some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside, it's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Moore with the play fake. Picked off. They turn over in their own end. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. Got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. They were able to corral it and limit the damage after the block. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We've had some early action here as they take over trailing 13-7. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
He's going to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. Off and running. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. Extra point here will give them the lead.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That's caught. It's Anderson. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jordan. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 4.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure him, pressure him, pressure him.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Throwing more. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go play action with Moore. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Hooks. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Hill. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Moore, play action. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On the run, it's Davison. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and get...
He's got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Ducks want to move quickly. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got...
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on.
There's a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying the left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break going all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Going to the run, it's Miller. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Caught, and he's got room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Davison. There's some room. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Dante Moore. Grab near the marker. It's Hooks. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Touchdown, Ducks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this up.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. A lot of urgency for this offense. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mayava. Snagged out of the air. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. The attempt is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Moore. Under fire. Buried before he could blink. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 10 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's a win streak now, 2 in a row after starting the season 1-1. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help someone alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. He's loose. Touchdown USC. And that one will give him the lead.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
From the gun. Makes the grab for the 2.
I like a nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Catch in the middle. It's Stewart. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Again, it's Moore. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Pressure coming. He makes the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Trojans, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. On the ground, it's Jordan. Now a little grass. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking, and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you get that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside, it's Jordan. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Touchdown, Trojan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are.
Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Moore with the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off. That was a big one, no question.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go play action with Moore. Pocket breaking down, and he never had a chance.
This defense, they are tenacious. Listen, you've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive coming at 2nd and 15. Got a man, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Red offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Here's more to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. In the red area, it's Davison. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stats. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Williams open on the right side. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Here's a little room there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him out at the 45-yard line.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Miller with the ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. The run inside. It's Jordan. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to the ground with the running back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the 1st down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
Quarterback will keep it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. Throwing more. Breaks the tackle. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Moore, play action. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. This is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. Oh, the ball's out on the return. Wide open, it's a foot race. He is in, takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, that is a crazy sequence of events, right? There you are, you're the punt returner, and you're thinking, our defense just got a 3 and out. We started this game as well as we can. The last thing you can do is put the football on the ground, and kudos to the punt team getting down the field, recovering it, and taking it in for a touchdown.
I'm about to say, great job being alert, man. That ball gets hit. Once it gets hit, it's live. Now I scoop it up, get some blocking out in front. They take it back to the house. That is the way you start the football game. Your offense didn't do the job, but special teams comes through right away.
Dante Moore. Now adjusting. Got room at the 35. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the 1st down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Here's a hit. Keeps it himself. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Now, that's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions, you've got to put something together. The last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
right back to the well. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Running inside. It's Miller. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Moore. He'll try to do it himself. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.